Hello and welcome to another episode of How To with Paul Henderson. Today's video, I'll be doing a review video on my Pulsar LT that I installed back on 2/11/2022. Today's date is now 11/12/2025. So it's been 3 years, 9 months since I installed this device in my truck. I installed it when I had 29,200 miles. I now have 71,621. So with this Pulsar LT, there are 7 programs that you can, I guess you call it programs. There are 7 things that you can change within your truck. The most important, the reason why I had bought this for my truck was I wanted to permanently disable the DFM and the auto start stop feature. And there are 5 other things that you can do. Plus, you can also adjust the throttle sensitivity. So with this Pulsar LT, which is, by the way, it's an awesome product. I have a piece of paper here that tells you exactly what you can adjust in your vehicle. Now this Pulsar LT plugs into the wiring harness here. So it's like, I guess it's called a pigtail. So you'll disconnect this and bypass. I made an installation video on this, so I will put that installation video at the end of this video and you can watch that. It's very simple to do. So with this device plugged into the vehicle's computer, you can adjust the speed limiter. You can also adjust the tire pressure monitoring system. So let's just say that you're going off-roading and you need to let a lot of air out of the tires. If you do that, you're going to get some warning signal within the vehicle on that Driver Information Control Center, or they call it DIC for short. So you can adjust that. You can adjust the tire size. You can adjust the axle ratio, which I did not do. You can clear the DTTs. You can turn off or turn on the auto start stop feature if you want to leave it on. I turned it off permanently. And you can also disable the AFM, which is active fuel management on the previous generation vehicles where they go from 8 cylinders to 4, from 4 to 8. Mine is DFM, which stands for Dynamic Fuel Management, which you can go from 8 cylinders to 4 to 6 to 3 to 2. And best case scenario, if you're going downhill, it can actually run on 1 cylinder. I think the auto start stop feature and the DFM is the worst thing that they could have put in this vehicle. So, with all that said, I think this product is awesome, and I got it double stick taped on here so I can't take it off. Now, the other thing that you can do inside the vehicle is you can also adjust the throttle sensitivity, and you're going to do that by using the buttons that are on the, what do they call it, on the cruise control. And there are a total of, let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 settings. 0 is stock, 1 would be reduced responsiveness, that would be 15% less than stock, 2 would be 15% overstock, 3 would be 30% overstock, 4 would be 48% overstock, and 5 would be 65% overstock. I did test out 5, way too sensitive. Right now I keep mine at stock. It doesn't increase the power, I mean it increased the sensitivity, so if you push on the gas pedal, it's just gonna boop, go instantaneously. I like it at 0. You can set it to 2, which would be 15% overstock. That's not too bad, but if you go to 5, that's a bit crazy. Now, as for some people thinks that this may increase your power, it does not. It doesn't increase your power whatsoever. But I do highly recommend this, and I think GM needs to, when they build the newer vehicles that they're working on their new engine right now, they need to do away with DFM and the auto start stop feature. Both of those, I believe, are killing these engines. I don't know if they're doing anything with the transmission. The transmission is a whole nother subject. I did change the oil in that and it does run a little bit better. I also installed a dipstick for the transmission so I can check the level. Let's see if I can tell you anything else about this. So it's been 3 years, 9 months. Haven't had any issues whatsoever. It does not drain any power from the battery when it's just sitting here. Now, if you take it into the dealership, they do recommend removing this and plugging the computer harness back in to how it's supposed to be plugged in. Once you remove this, it sets everything back to how it was. So if you take it into the dealership, they won't know that you had this. I think I paid close to $500 for this. Don't quote me on that. I forgot to look it up. Oh wait, I can look it up right now. Hang on a second. Okay. I bought it back in 2022, right? Actually, I bought it way before 2022. I think I bought it in the end of 2021. Let's see. I don't know. I don't see it on here, but anyway, I think I paid close to $500 for it. Now, and I'm gonna give you some numbers on some stuff. So I've had this truck for over 6 years. I think about 6 years and maybe 2 months. I spent, as of today, $19,600 on fuel. That's crazy. Now, stuff I bought for the truck, that includes a set of tires, oils, all the stuff I did to my truck. I spent $12,000. But I gotta tell you this though, I actually sued GM. I did a lemon law and I won. Took about 2 years. I won $9 grand. So I guess if you take the $9 grand from the 12, I only spent 4. And I got to keep my truck. I do have a buddy that he had a lot more issues than I had. I had the lifters went out, 2 radios went out, the battery went dead. I had numerous recalls. So that was enough to justify me winning the lemon law. And I was happy with the $9 grand that I got. Now my buddy had more issues than I did. They gave him $67,000 and he was able to keep his truck. Now the other section I have is services completed. This is where I paid to have stuff done to my truck. I spent $4,598. That might include the last set of tires. Yeah, most likely. And now, okay, that's it. I think I got it all. I think it's an awesome product. And if you want to keep your vehicle running, if you have DFM or AFM, I suggest getting the Pulsar LT. And like I said, I think I paid close to $500 for it. Might have been $438. I really can't remember. Bought too many things. But just remember, if you're having problems with your vehicle and it's repeatedly the same thing, or in my case, the lifters, 2 radios, the battery, try the lemon law. That's what it's there for. If you think you got a lemon, get a lawyer, sue them for the whole entire price of the vehicle or whatever you can get out of that company, because what they're doing to the consumers is ridiculous. They need to build vehicles that are going to last and not fall apart after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It seems like every manufacturer is having issues right now. Toyota, Ram, or is that Dodge? I think it's Dodge, and Chevrolet. Luckily, I'm at 71,000 miles, and my truck is running awesome. I did do one other thing that some people may not agree on, but I switched out the 0W20 for 5W30, and I will be doing a review video on that. With all that said, if you like this video, tap the like button, tap the subscribe button. That really helps out my channel, and the bell icon, and you get notifications as new videos come out. Believe it or not, I got this entire video in one take, and I'm sure you're gonna have to cut some stuff out that I don't like. Because I think I said some things that don't make sense. But anyway, the one thing that does make sense is this Pulsar LT is awesome. I highly recommend it. Go on AmericanTrucks.com and check it out. This is put out by, I think it's put out by Edge. Hang on a second. Yeah, oh, here they are. Here, I'll give you a number you can call for technical support. So their technical support for this is 1-888-360-3343. Now here's a screenshot. I think I already put it up before, but I'll put it up again. At the top of the page it says Edge, so it's an Edge product. Pulsar LT features speed limiter adjustment from 82 to 140 miles an hour. I did change mine to 140. TPS adjustment from 1 to 99 PSI. Tire size correction from 29 inches to 50.9. Axle ratio you can adjust from 2.00 to 6.99. Clear to DTTs. Auto start stop disable, DFM disable. You have multiple throttle sensitivity levels, and you can adjust that on the fly, adjustability via the steering wheel controls. Let's see, is there anything else? That's it. Anyway, that's it, folks. I am done, and I got this in one take, no bloopers. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, and goodbye.